I'm just a product of the times, born of strife and the struggle, trying to find what's right behind the lies and the hustle. The bustle of modern culture's got much dead between the ears, buying another product, living in constant fear. Fear of death or disease, of planetary catastrophes, of terrorism, computer systems, and of ever being free. Anarchy is a term some won't ever understand. Their existence is defined by someone else's demands. Were a man to stand up, the sheep will flee for their lives. No taste for self-determination, they'd rather fucking die. Surviving is not thriving, no matter what they say. Freedom seems like treason to a tuck-tailed slave, blazing through another bowl while YouTube suppresses every voice, including mine, with algorithmic oppression. I know what they're doing, I can see right through it. I won't be online forever, burn my motherfucking music. I know what they're doing, I can see right through it. I won't be online forever, burn my motherfucking music. I know what they're doing, and I can see right through it. I won't be online forever, burn my motherfucking music. Peace. Welcome to another EP, I hope you have a blast. Unsold from the first, unsold to the last. Nothing really changes in a nation of fear, where language ain't commanded, it just grows dead and weird. It appears that religion is a stepping stone to tyrants, the religion of authority, proportionately violent. Sirens conditioned our grandparents, presidential adults our kids. Foreign wars from shore to shore to your grave from the crib, in a bid to rise above the poverty of your station. 17 years of conflict, got it, military vocation. Vacant looks on the faces of the ardent war Martians, filling up a shopping cart with corporate-sponsored garbage. Targeted drone strikes, kill another 100 people. Most don't even give a shit, dude, it's real fucking evil. From the steeple that reinforces more consume and obey, to the news that skews your view of truth every single day. It's plain to see how blatantly our people became slaves, working for a piss poor wage only to have it taken away. Fuck it, I got no time for beating around the bush. No time for parables or swallowed pride when I'm pushed. This religion of fear got them giving up their power. Ain't no motherfucking Muslims brought down the Twin Towers. The cowards that run the show don't got the stomach themselves to wage war. They outsource it all to somebody else. Got you willing to kill or die over domestic propaganda, whatever sort of madness. They got the TV demanding while branding those who don't conform as criminal or stupid, claiming to fight a war on terror when they themselves produced it, shooting missiles at countries they claim might have bombs or are a threat to security, like Iraq or Vietnam. Beyond the same old lies that pass your way every time, you'll find authoritarian programs never easily defined because of power seeking power for its own ends. Think upon this information, you might notice a trend. Peace. Most want your money, I'd rather have your time. I'd rather expand your mind than get props for some rhymes. Can we find peace in this physical incarnation? Can a rap engage in more than just ego inflation? I'm sticking a claim that not only can it happen, but he who doesn't have to make a penny off of rapping to put action to words. I'll always be unsold, even when my fucking bones are in a coffin growing mold. You can keep the platinum record, you can even keep the gold, you can keep the silver too. Not a single record sold. Been told by a dozen different people that this is fruitless.
If you ain't making money, what's the point of doing music?
I'm not stupid, but some things are more important than money. If that sounds crazy to you, turn the music off, buddy, cause it's got nothing for you. No, not even a little bit. Go bump pop, cause you're not intellectually literate. Limited to simple shit like a heart grown cold. Tethered to weak people with no sort of selfless goals. So many sold themselves for little more than just some paper. Acting like a stack of cash is the wrong Lord and Savior. The flavor of death hangs upon consumerism. From the corpses you eat to the lies you quote as wisdom. What religion teaches peace rather than changing its meaning? Who promotes love over closed-minded cretins? Demons seen everywhere by another Christian slave blinded by faith and lies. The Bible is the mental change when explained as literal fact by another fucking pastor making 6 figures a year like some sort of Hollywood actor. Then you factor in the other vultures looking for scraps from a broken populace of the overtaxed and the trapped. No matter what religion got them stuck in the mud, sinking deeper and deeper, living timid and thought-struck. Such is the state of slaves under Zionist control, doing the best to sell their own goddamn souls. Well, that is if they got them in the first fucking place and didn't already lose them to the insanity they chase. Wasted time to try to save those don't want to be saved. Life is fucked, people have only themselves to blame. Change doesn't come from waiting for somebody else. The greatest agent of change is in the mirror. Is self-repellent to most? It's the concept of work. You'll never grow a garden if you don't ever touch the dirt. Hurt for a while so something else can really thrive. That's one of the things it really means to be alive. The man that rules himself is he who ain't afraid to bleed. Most don't live in the moment cause they're too fast asleep. So you can keep your silver and you can even keep the gold. You can keep your fucking money, dude, or die unsold. Peace. Question everything you've been presented as fact, unless like the rest you just learn to love the trap that they got you living in. Same shit, different day, never to find the time to even look at the change. You're locked in, boxed in, constant state of confusion. That's how they got the populace at the depth of delusion to believe in meat is necessary for a healthy life. Believe in war is necessary for a peaceful time. The ignorance and arrogance on display every second. Henpecks the rest in two, never asking them questions about a world of history, government, and religion. From whence derives the authority by which they run the system? Can a difference be made by the demoralized masses? With arbitrary line cross makes the government fascist, taxes grow higher as does the body count abroad. While your rights lessen daily, strangely you'll still applaud for another fucking actor or someone who plays sports. Who cares about the laws, the war, or the courts? Just more of the same obsession of self-distraction. How few fucking people possess some sort of passion for anything greater than the person in the mirror. We aren't living on a ball, let me make that crystal clear. A bit of investigation would reveal to you as much, but to know the answer you'd actually have to give a fuck. What other sort of lies are you holding up as truth? The government runs the drugs and terrorism to boot. Nuclear power is really nothing more than just steam, but fear-based propaganda has got you thinking they're green. Glowing rocks releasing poison is some sort of reality. Most motherfuckers don't even know what radiation means, but dreaming of all the same shit you've seen in the movies. Has critical thinking dead? Instead you never listen to much. Let's debate me with more than just played out insults. Neil Tyson is a rapist, face it, y'all are in a cult. The sort of morons who used to say cigarettes were safe. If you're a fucking house slave, get out my motherfucking face. Wasted space type going destroying themselves completely. They can end my very life, but they will never fucking beat me. I'm seething at the lunacy that can't seem to be undone. You say the system's racist, but only the cops should have the guns. Dumb shit that one bit of logic could conquer. I'd rather take the word of architects and first responders. That 9/11 was an inside job, controlled demolition bombing. The listen to profiteering shills like Ryan Dawson. If you don't understand the different levels of the honey pot, then I guess you deserve to remain blind to the plot. See, I'm the sort of guy with such a great disdain for lies that I'll torture sacred cow just to watch you fucking cry. See, I'm the sort of guy with such great disdain for lies that I'll torture sacred cow just to watch you fucking cry. See, I'm the sort of guy with such great disdain for lies that I'll torture sacred cow just to watch you fucking cry. Peace. Sometimes I'm discouraged by the shills and the haters, but then I see plainly daily numbers growing greater as the labor of a few can change the views of millions. See deception undone, the sun's crepuscular brilliance. The killing everywhere clouds my sunny disposition. If we don't change ourselves, we're never gonna change the system. A vision of compassion seen in my homie Eric's work showed me every single life in this world has worth and deserves to be respected unless it tries to deprive the life or the rights of others like you and I. Try to break the mold they sold you into in your youth and see not a single curve of proof, emotion to boot. Truth doesn't change, though the lies so often do. Facts speak for themselves, the earth doesn't fucking move. Accruing numbers by the second, we're gonna take this world back. Because despite all the lies, we can see the earth's flat. Smoking Dubai, burning through another globe. Reawaken God consciousness, they wanna leave broke. We are all part of creation, that's a self-apparent fact. Even if they finally shut us down, the world is still flat. They can lock me up in chains, they can blow my fucking brains. They can leave my work in flames, but the truth will never change. They can block a million videos, they can make up the stats. They can purge the whole internet, the earth is still flat.
Earth is a level, motionless plane with the sun, moon, and stars revolving over and around us, just as you experience every day. You are not living on a tilting, wobbling, spinning sphere pair with bendy oceans and upside-down people in Australia. You cannot dig a hole to China and find more sky below you. Water cannot curve around and cling to a ball, no matter how many times you say gravity grabs it. You know, gravity. It just grabs everything and sticks it to the globe.
It's smoke in Dubai, burning through another globe. Reawaken God consciousness, they wanna leave broke. We are all part of creation, that's a self-apparent fact. Even if they finally shut us down, the world is still flat. They can lock me up in chains, they can blow my fucking brains, they can leave my work in flames, but the truth will never change. They can block a million videos, they can make up the stats, they can purge the whole internet, the earth is still flat. It's smoke in Dubai, burning through another globe. Reawaken God consciousness, they wanna leave broke. We are all part of creation, that's a self-apparent fact. Even if they finally shut us down, the world is still flat. They can lock me up in chains, they can blow my fucking brains, they can leave my work in flames, but the truth will never change. They can block a million videos, they can make up the stats, they can purge the whole internet, the earth is still flat. Would you tell the truth, even if it meant that you'd be hated, ostracized and berated with demands for complacence? I'm stating right now, straight up, most people wouldn't. And when you get the chance, some will say that you shouldn't. See, if you want mass approval, you can't ever be real. You can't call people out for what they do or how they feel. The appeal of conformity distort the concept itself until you follow in the herd for a promise of wealth. You turn into a shell for the little scraps that they give. Obsessed with group approval, you don't know how to live. In a bid to push a little further than just your station, your hesitance to break the chains ingrains your enslavement. The baseless basics chasing got your brain like a slave ship. My patience pace is getting so fucking tired of waiting for you to give a shit about more than just the optics. How many grown men can tell me all about phonics but don't know politics, science, mathematics, or history? The utter lack of self-awareness is just a mystery. I can't comprehend the man-child mentality. The cost of honesty is fickle friendship. Quite actually, the masses seem massive, passive, too controlled by others, hating those who try to change it. Ain't that a motherfucker? I wonder when you slumber, are you plagued by your own conscience, or are you such a slave you think a conscience is nonsense? My fondness for life contrasts the apathy around me. A nihilistic mindset I see culturally abounding. How can you save a world you never really cared about? How can you save yourself locked in a tower of doubt? How can you know yourself when you don't believe in God? Preoccupied by different lies I see through the facade. That fraud that is your life is doomed to fall away. Only a view of the truth can truly help you seize the day. Peace. We're all born with a spark of life, a gift from the soul. But in this world of grief, you'll see the fire's burning low. Most don't have the will to guide their own lives. They don't even have the balls to face their own lies. So they try to forget with distractions for a time. But every single night, you're all alone with your mind. And if your conscience isn't dead, it's a hell of a ride. In a world where many suffer, it's a bitch to empathize, to give a single damn about your own fellow humans, much less the other life we are constantly consuming. I say we because even though I don't eat flesh, doesn't mean I'm not a part of you who eat death. Our people treat life like it's not before X. Explore, expand, exploit, exterminate. What the fuck is left? I feel the fire inside of anger, how it burns as it smolders when you take a fraction of this world's weight on your shoulders. How I wish I could change it. How I wish I could change it, God. How I wish I could change it. How I wish I could change it. How I wish I could change it, God. How I wish I could change it. Many say don't waste time on that which you can't change, for self-indulgence and inaction is the root of the blame that rests upon the heads of those who still feed the system with insistence on living a totally contrived existence, with cameras recording damn near everything that you do. Even bringing recording devices into your own house too. Use Alexa or Siri at your own risk, dude. You don't seem to get that the convenience is killing you. The truth stares at you in the face like every single day. You see the hell around you and you just wanna get away. Fill the hole in your heart with one of a million different addictions. Ignore the fact that you're a slave by your own damn volition. See, the system never changes, it just changes you instead, until you aren't ever moved by mass suffering and death, unless the authority tells you otherwise, and you can cry like all the other mental sheep, forever traumatized and blind. How I wish it could change it. How I wish it could change it, God. How I wish it could change it. How I wish it could change it. How I wish it could change it, God. How I wish it could change it. When my heartbeat stops, will I finally escape from a world that doesn't care, from the chains that remain the same every day? Going nowhere real fast, where nothing seems to change despite every new task. I'm asking you from the heart, why are you still here? I find myself struggling through the same shit year after year. Government growing bigger, corporations with more power, morons listening to Ben Shapiro or Steven Crowder. On the other side's the likes of secular talk of Joe Rogan, that love to lace lies, and with the truth they have spoken, extolling the very behavior that keeps us all wallowing low. Populist pander to ensure you just go with the flow, though you might circumvent the mental poison of fools by forming your own opinions rather than regurgitating stool they fed to you in school. And now you get through your television so many supporting torture, even secret rendition. Everyone's been so busy with either bills or their Bibles that they don't even stand up to their rights getting throttled. I'd love to make this country a place worth living again, but who knows if it ever was or how soon it'll end. To pretend everything is fine seems kind of fucking funny when pedophiles and warmongers run your fucking country. Something or someone has degenerated our culture, but put a name to it and out come the same old vultures with the same old obfuscation we've heard 6 million times before. The very lies which try to justify occupation and war. Watch your whore politician cut the food stamps and aid, but spend hundreds of millions a year to make Israel great. Say you're playing the money changers got you chasing your tail, while the felonious cronies are all too big to fail. For sale to the highest bidder, it's a culture of swine, all running the animal farm. It's a hell of a time. See the blind lead the blind into the next generation, repeating the same old hackneyed bullshit fabrications. Still thinking that jet fuel could ever melt steel beams. Still touting the efficacy of mass manufactured vaccines. Still believing Bin Laden was killed by some SEAL team. Still loving the spy equipment in your cellular screen. Instead of dreams, why don't you bother following reality? The only travesty is actually how you cling to apathy. I don't give a fuck is the motto of the masses, without the will of the heart to ever get off their asses. The madness in the media growing ever more savage, a mouthpiece of the government and the corporate crony fashion. fascists. The damage of censorship is most keenly felt in general social discourse. If you couldn't already tell, we see the empire not so slowly going to hell. I really wonder if I'll ever finally escape it myself. Peace.